Good evening. We're here again with JohnnyC, JC from Philly, and we're continuing on the jump school training. We ended last video on the 34-foot tower, and you talked about the next step in the training, which was a 250-foot tower before they even attempt any jumps. So tell us about that.
Yes. Well, at this point in our training, the guys in my group, in our class, whatnot, it's a wonder they weren't jumping out windows, because we were at that, we're like, let's get this over with, let's just start jumping. Well, you had to do the 250-foot tower. So just like every other day, we would run here, run there, and we ran everywhere. And we went over to where the towers were. And the towers they stood 250 feet, and they had these arms that came out up at the top. There was like 4 arms. But I believe they only pulled up 2 at a time, I believe, but you had your harness already on. And what it did was the chute was already inside of the that mechanism that was way up at 250 feet. Well, this cable they would bring it down, hook you up, and then pull you up.
Wow.
So there you are, you're up there, and you're like looking around going, wow, this is really something. And then they would be on the ground, the black hats, and they'd say, get ready, you know, and then all of a sudden it would lift up, and then it would, you would get dropped. And then it was like, oh, they have to do everything that you were being trained to do. Well, a wind must have came along somehow, because I kept drifting and drifting. I thought, I'm gonna wind up in another state, right? So they're yelling, horizontal slip, vertical slip. And I'm going, oh man, I'm getting all confused, and I'm climbing up I'm trying, and then all of a sudden they're yelling, get ready to land. Well, you're gonna land sooner or later. Well, guess what? When I landed, it was, I tried to do the PLF, parachute landing fall. Nah, I bounced. It was, but yeah, it was fun. It really was. I also, I wanted to bring up the point about my buddy Dotson. When we first got there, a guy from Chicago, big dude from Chicago, he was trying to act like he was some kind of tough guy, you know? And one thing led to another, like we were done training that day, and we heard this ruckus over in the other end of the barracks. Everybody's pretty well beat, you know? Well, here he is, picking on Dotson and telling Dotson he's just, you know, he's a squirt and he'll never, you know, he doesn't have what it takes to be a paratrooper and stuff like that. But down the road, we found out who the paratrooper was and who wasn't. But yeah, the 250-foot tower was, let's put it this way, it was really eye-opening. And you were able to learn all those things that at one time when I was drifting through the air, I was saying to myself, I should have listened to what he was saying, but I did. I figured it out. So
we're going to stop there, and then I think the next segment will be the actual jumps from the airplane.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.